we're back after a little bit of a break. This month has been super busy at work. Pretty much every November is, so I've been constantly very, very tired and mostly sleeping when I'm not at work. But I am hopefully back. I'm really not sure what the next 3 days are gonna look like because I don't fully work next week, but it's gonna be our busiest week of the year, and then followed by a holiday, which is not going to be very relaxing because I'm gonna have to drive around to places and visit people. But hopefully I'll be able to do stuff like record before then. In the meantime, I've also been looking more into this game's like fandom wiki and kind of getting like a better idea about how the game works. And it is one of Countersoft's slower paced games. But I have also found out that purebred horses are actually the least valuable, which I had already pretty much thought up. But one of the reasons is that they are limited to the number of traits that they can have. And I believe there's like, I think it's like 5 or 6 traits that each horse can have, but only 4 to 5 can actually be upgraded and like trained. Also, whenever a horse reaches their max stats, you can still go beyond the max through taking them on these courses or using those like special abilities to increase. The only thing is that you can't do that with special training. And when you use special training, you're going to want to use it during the first 2 years of the horse's life, to where it's like year 1 to year 2, because when they hit year 2, that's it. You can't, like, the stats aren't going to do that much afterwards, so you need to hit the max within that time period so that they don't go down a little bit more. And also, the best time to breed colts is going to be month 7 out of the year, because once you get them back, you'll get them back during month 10, and every horse ages up on year 1. So the minimum amount of time that the colts need to mature is 3 months. So it's going to take that month 10, 11, and 12, and they're naturally already going to well, they won't naturally age up at year 1, but because every horse ages up at year 1 and they've hit the minimum requirement, then they will. The maximum is 5 months, so it's just easier to do it that way. Because then you can start on year 1 and just start training them out. It's been so long since I've been back, and I've been like looking into all of the stuff that I don't even know where we're at. I've also looked into, I can't remember exactly, but I do know the jockey stats get like added to certain stats on the horse. So it is really, really, really important to keep these jockeys and horses, well, the jockeys of the horses, very, very trained. And maybe if I write it down next time, I'll be able to actually be a little bit more valuable with my information. Mare's milk for ice cream restaurants. Sure. That's a gift shop. Head up. Okay. let's get going. Not a lot of stamina at this point. I feel like the jockey stats are going to be doing a lot of the work in this instance. Yeah, I'm gonna come in second. But first horse is just, it took the lead and it widened it even more the closer we got to the finish line. Given my knowledge, I have discovered something worrying. We are not yet at max stats for Mark Tom. Maiden race for Mark Tom. Completely forgot he hasn't even won the maiden race yet. And also, if you're noticing a missing Lop Pocket from the ranch, that is because he is on the breeding farm. We will be getting him back on month 10, along with a new colt. I think the maiden race is specifically a little bit harder for Mark Tom because his specialization is not in dirt. But so far he's doing really good on this round, so yay! I may have also paired him with like a worse jockey in the earlier iterations of this race. So sorry about that, Mark Tom. Lop Pocket 2? I'm sorry. Please tell me that it's just a temporary name. And that when the colt matures, we're gonna get another name. Please don't tell me it's just the sequel of the horse that I already have. That is, I think, disrespectful to that little baby horse. Also, I have negative $10. No, wait. I'm in the black again. Yay! I've been trying to train Mark Tom. Ooh, okay, so we've hit speed for that one. I'm gonna finish up with stamina and dexterity. I just do not think we're gonna hit intensity. What was I gonna train? I completely forgot. I need to start writing this stuff down. Okay, so we need a little bit more in stamina and then dexterity. Actually, the dirt course is pretty good for that. There's not really a fully dexterity training one, so I guess we'll do slope for intensity. Wait, did I just change? Wait, who did I change? No, I changed Mark Tom's. Okay, good. But apparently when we get around like the 3rd and 4th generations of cults, it's gonna be a lot easier to do stuff. Okay, so not great. I do not think, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be winning that with Lop Pocket. Look at him. He's looking at his dad. Aww. He's like, someday I'm gonna swim in that pool. Lop Pocket 2 has become an adult. Completely changed color, which is actually not rare for horses to do. Okay, inherited traits. Let's see. Gait ability, max dexterity, more gait ability, and more max dexterity. Okay, lots of potential here. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is assign Vorse Beefy to Lop Pocket 2. Lop Pocket has reached the cap on the races, and that is G2 that he can do. And he can do training like by himself. So it's also not too bad. I'm actually gonna delete and delete so that he can do kind of whatever he wants. He's earned it. And I'm gonna set dirt course. And what are your caps? Let's see. Maybe pool. That way we can focus, like, Chateau Max on stamina first and get that out of the way. Mark Tom is actually ready to enter another race. Oh, okay, so Chateau Max has actually hit the speed. So we need, or stamina, so we need speed. High intensity too. Okay, wow. We were very far in the lead. I'm gonna go ahead and give Chateau Max some abilities. I'm thinking probably with speed. Maybe dirt, maybe intensity, but definitely speed. Boost out of the gate. I can make it more rounded. Look. Very good in both grass and dirt. Get about halfway through the speed. Those are some really good max bars though. On Lop Pocket 2, which I'm very sad about that name. Not that great. I am still entering Lop Pocket in a few races just so that we can still earn a fair amount of money, because depending on the tourists alone is not cutting it. And I like to think that Lop Pocket, along with all the other horses, just genuinely enjoy the racing. So even though he's like semi-retired, like he's not gonna advance into any new races, I don't want to stop using him completely. So our speed tends to lessen. I'm looking right down here. Our speed tends to lessen a lot on the sharper corners, which is probably also due to the jockey's own stats not being that great with corners. So we can kind of look at that and see where we may need to improve the training for the jockey. But like I said, right now we're kind of strapped for cash, so that's not going to be main focus. It's just gonna be something to keep in mind. So far ahead of everybody else. It's giving me the results before the other horses have even finished, like past the finish line. There they go. Potty mouth. Tropicality. Rollis. Start answer. Potty mouth is did the horse does the horse have a specific like attitude? Does it neigh in a way that's kind of insulting about people? That's pretty funny. Can I buy that horse? Okay. 10-mile qualifier with Mark Tom and Boris Beefy. Now this is on grass, which is not one of the things Mark Tom is very good at. But he's also not necessarily bad, so we'll see. Good. And we just maxed out the shepherd's fan meter. Okay, we got the diamond stakes, another one for Lop Pocket, the original. Diamondonium. Quite the name. You know, my jockeys don't have helmets. I feel like that's really dangerous. I'm no expert or anything. I just feel like, maybe that's not a smart idea. On account of all of the injuries you can sustain even while wearing a helmet. New trainings unlocked! Yay! I think the next thing that we're gonna save it for is another Landbead. I've also got 2 pedigree papers waiting to be researched, but I think I'm gonna research one of the other abilities first, and we just hit enough medals to research it, so yay! Form assist, yeah. Okay. So it's medals. Basically like upgrades the training that I have. That's kind of exactly what I needed. Now it is a lot more expensive, but I'll take it. The dogs are barking. Okay. Here we go. Last gate, not great. Let's see. I did put him with my start jockey, so hopefully that helps make up for some of this. I think the G3 is also grass and pretty long, so I don't think we're gonna do too much on that. Oh, great. It passed up just the very end. By Cheeks. We have Cheeks, Peaches, Batty, Flute, Fluke, and Tone Deaf. Okay. I feel like it's a little mean. Dexterity intensity probably are the one that I'm going to be training. Oh, and a little bit on speed, yeah. I forgot that it's like way better than the stuff that I had before. Okay, yay! Okay, so pretty much capped out for intensity, so dexterity and speed are the last ones. Beautiful as always, in the lead. I'm actually noticing more of the pixel art in terms of like the hoof prints and the little dirt being kicked up. Also grass. If you notice there's corners where the grass kind of overlaps the dirt, what's being kicked up will change to green grass instead of just like the little dirt flecks. Okay, so that one passed not grass, and we still had some kick up. So I'm guessing it's just like on any corner that changes from dirt, it's set to kick that up. Which is better than it kicking up like little bits of stone, because I'd be really worried about how strong this horse is, if that were the case. Or maybe how old and unkempt the pavement is. That's also a valid concern. Okay, so Chateau Max is pretty much done now for training, which is great because it's gonna hit the 3-year mark in about 2 in-game months. We made it! Okay, randomly unlock the lavender. Okay, we shall see on this one. I feel like if I can upgrade the jockey, it may be enough to like just put us over the edge where we can win this. But I am really unsure about any grass course that's tougher than this one. I don't know if Mark Tom's actually gonna win it. We may still be waiting for another legacy horse, which is fine because I mean, he was the first colt that we got. And like I mentioned earlier, it's mainly like Gen 3 and Gen 4 that are supposed to be like the ones that you really win with and really make far advances in the game with. Okay, yay! So we did pretty well this time. No effect? What do you mean? Isn't it for like exhaustion? My dear horse is getting a massage. So you get rid of the fatigue. Oh, MegaComNet, a major IT company. The board of directors is holding a local race to celebrate our moving to a new office. We've got a rare item for the top prize. Do you have what it takes to win? I don't know. I literally said I don't know for any more grass courses for Mark Tom, and the next one is a grass course. Awesome. I'll go ahead with that one. And after that I will enter Lop Pocket into the new local race. That's great though. That's so fantastic. I love that. I like kept failing to hit save. I don't know why. Okay, this one is I'm very unsure. This one is a very unsure outcome from me. I have no idea. Okay, so let's start. I don't think that's gonna matter too much, considering I just don't think we're gonna gain that far in this race. Oh, okay. Okay, we're like almost smacking into each other there. We were right by each other's sides. There's some tension there. All these other horses are coming up with the fury. Yeah. I didn't think it would make it very far in this one. I've been out of stamina in this race for quite a while. I think we may have hit the limit for Mark Tom. Just because he very clearly is not gonna be great with the grass. Now I could change out one of his abilities, but I think I'm actually gonna save like really advancing these horses for some of our younger ones here. But I'm gonna keep him trained because he's still gonna be a local race frequenter. Oh yeah, and Chateau Max needs to have the maiden race. I completely forgot about that. My bad. Lop Pocket 2 is gonna be crazy whenever we can actually use it. I think I'm also gonna do the same thing I did on Chateau Max, where I added the ability that helps the course type. Because that'd be really awesome if we just had all the amazing stats plus perfectly good to be on any kind of turf. Okay, let's see here. I actually spent some time training Pony a little bit, so that her corners weren't as terrible. That's not to say they're great now. But she has improved stats, so there's that. She's getting there. She's gonna... We're middling right now. We're middling. Okay, those two are just kind of blasting off, I guess. It's a little rude of them. It's like they're trying to leave me behind. Okay, we're gaining a little bit. We're gaining a little bit. Second lap. I forgot this was a 2-lap race, so we really don't- Okay, just cutting right through the middle of them, I guess. A little bit dangerous, but alright. Pony said, I have my own plans here. Lop Pocket is completely on board with her plans. Okay, so a few dangerous moves were pulled off there. I don't think I would ever recommend that for anyone else. Snap Crackle, that is so close to getting a copyright. Mega Pony, Half Moon, Starfire, so Teen Titans. Ooh. 25 medals, yay! Plans Spa? Dang it! Why would you give me 25 medals when it's 60 to unlock the spa? That's cruel. We can also now rearrange everything. Hi, I'm kind of obsessed with the racing column of the sports page. I really wanted to see Lop Pocket, who raced at Megacom Ultra on my day off work. I might even learn something that helps boost sales at my business, but mostly I'm here to have fun. You only have one day off work a week? What do you do, deliver mail? Wait, you said more money for your business, so probably not. I was like, do you deliver mail except not for Amazon? Because they would just make you work, like, every single day for 18 hours. Time for the maiden race. Let's go. I think I tend to focus on training everything else except for stamina, just because stamina is so easy to raise given that there's so many courses that you can train daily to raise stamina. Half the time it just doesn't feel that necessary to put extra effort into it. All you really need to focus on is just making sure that the horse attends the right courses for it. Stamina, speed, and dexterity. Yeah. So stamina plus dexterity plus speed plus dexterity. So yeah, this is a really good setup. That's the word. I was like, okay. Third month of year 7. Max Chateau is 3 years old, and we are going to finally get through to the maiden race. Because I completely forgot about that. I probably should also just... Well, no, I won't save up medals yet. I was going to start saving up medals for when Lop Pocket 2 has maxed out the stats, but I might still focus on training first and then start saving up the medals for him so that we can get some really good abilities. Okay, very, very quick. I actually did not know 2 horses could be in the pasture at the same time. I was fully about to buy another pasture. Okay, that's awesome. That saves me $500. I thought it was going to be a slow start, but I think Chateau Max was like probably just trying to get into a stance. And then there was just like one kickoff and then we were in the lead. Instead of a maiden, we're doing a newcomer race because there are fans in this one that I don't even know. We don't have them yet. So I want them to be at our ranch and spend money. And also use their facilities that give me medals. Because I need both of those things desperately. Okay, so this other horse is pretty steadily keeping just a little bit in the lead. Okay, we overtook them. We're not on the last spurt yet, so we haven't really given it our all. But I am pretty fairly confident in Lop Pocket 2's skills because they are really good for, I think, a second generation. I'm actually really excited for his line. Lop Pocket was actually kind of a clutch horse, so his line's gonna be really good. I haven't forgotten about our first horse's line. I did forget our first horse's name. But I have not forgotten about the line, so worry not. Ooh, 60 medals is a prize. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Spot! Yes. Yes. I want the spot. Give me my horse spot. It looks like the only thing that Lop Pocket 2 really needs right now is gonna be speed and dexterity. And we're also unlocking a lot of special races with him, so I think that might be what we focus on. As well as keeping down the fatigue. Not Lop Pocket 2. Lop Pocket. And Mercantile. Okay, this is the first time we're having two horses in the same race. It's kind of exciting to pit our horses against each other. A very clear difference in the stamina amount. Imagine if neither of them win. My inner thoughts leaking out. My early is taking the lead, no surprise there, but we may run out of stamina. Oh, Lop Pocket's coming in hot. Again with the passing between horses. It's not as risky as when Pony did it though, because those horses are right next to each other and she was like, you know what, I'll just take the horse right through the middle. Wait, did she just look at me? Did everyone else see that too? I feel like Pony just looked at me. I sometimes think these pixelated characters are a little bit self-aware. Okay, and we're getting no stamina. Losing intensity too. Lop Pocket was already like by far and already just gone. Yeah, 5 seconds ahead. Okay. Lots of improvements this session, I believe that a lot of it was because I actually was reading up more on this game itself. So I think I'm gonna just end it here. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know if my audio is wacky, and look forward to the next part, and also pray that I don't die during this busy time at work. Thank you, and bye-bye!